I'm glad you reflected the cat emoji. It's all about them kitties. Hey, what's up? Oh. Ooh, okay. Alright, let me try some of the stranger abilities as well. Ah, okay. Got a little focus there, but one thing I really want to get better at is slide attacks. I do not use them at all. Dude, that does not eat that much ki. Oh, that's gonna be weird to get used to. Dude, this is so awkward. It's just a fixed timing. Oh, it doesn't repel at all. Okay, good to know. How much key how does this Undaunted's key damage stuff scale? Okay, 1936. Really? Oh my god! Low. You missed. In 1936. What is that? It's a pretty significant increase. Okay, I mean it's some damage. I don't know how much it scales. Oh, this is just... That's pretty cool, I guess. Yeah. Alright, so that's just basically an attack and a fire wave. Very offensive. Okay. Yeah, but that's a trade. That's kind of fun. Limits no charge is so fun. Okay. Yeah, fun with the retrograde flow water. Should be fun. Alright, now I gotta practice these slide attack things. Okay, get some arts proficiency going. And do more tests. Alright, pretty tricky. No, I have to dodge and then click. Nope. Nope. No, no, no. trying to get better at slide attacks. Wait, what? Yeah, I'm trying to understand slide attacks. I don't use them at all. Ah, it's harder than I thought. Oh, okay. Dude, I have to be so tight on that. So it depends on the dodge? I think I remember asking you about controller E and you said you ended up going back to controller A. Wait, no, I'm using something off of F. Just to be very clear, I'm not using type controller A. Here, they're very similar to type F, just slight differences. No way. There's no way I want to use type A. No. Hell no. A lot of the parry, this would be so awkward for me. That doesn't make a difference. Nope, not at all. I found Honda for the first time in New Game Plus. Is it just me or is he a lot easier than in 1 and 2? I think it feels easier because we have things like Deflect, and I think some of his... I think he has a little less hyper armor than usual. Hey, Amber. Avernus. I'll just ignore the Oofy and go for Poofer Llama. It's good to see you. Okay, I gotta get the sliding down. Dude, it's hard. I'm trying to just learn slide, 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 just so I can have that in my muscle memory. Okay. What? Wait, there's inconsistencies with this shit? I started to feel the combat for Strange of Paradise. It's awesome. I don't know if we were supposed to use our teammates because in Neo series we usually play solo. Up to you. Final Fantasy games typically are played with more than one character. Like you usually rotate a team, you're working with a team at the same time. But given it's Team Ninja, the emphasis is much more on solo in terms of how it actually feels. So you can disable your party mates if you want, which is what I did to have a more classic Neo type experience. Okay, this is weird. Wait, what the hell is this inconsistent shit? Okay, for those of you who are wondering what I'm complaining about, with Spear, I've already noticed, I'm trying to learn about everything to do with slides. That's practical for me, because I'm not good with slide stuff, and I want to start incorporating that, because that's a whole attack thing I just like don't use. I don't really know how to use it well. I'm not sure when I would use it over other things. I'm just trying to get a grasp for it now, so this is all just like beginner stage. But first I'm developing kind of just muscle memory to use it. And I'm trying to see if there's any patterns to things I can uncover. So here's what we have so far. So low stance, right? Low stance slide with Spear. Assuming I can do it. Alright. And then mid stance. Right. All the stances you can use a slide attack. It's a tight input. But one thing I'm noticing, and I still have to get good at sliding in any of the stances. Right now it's just not familiar to me. But one thing I've noticed is already that I can sequence attacks, like quick attacks and strong attacks, very naturally from low and mid stance, alright? So I'll show you. So yeah, so normally with low stance I will do strong Spear Bash, but the slide attack takes place of the first attack in that string. Well, I did it the other for a different attack, but okay, so normally it's strong Spear, but now I can do slide then I'll be doing slide strong Spear Bash. So instead of strong Spear Bash, if I can do it right, it'll be slide strong Spear Bash. Right, I noticed that for low stance, and the same principle applies for high stance or mid stance. So it's kind of like how in Neo 2, when you would do a dodge attack, it would kind of take the place of like the first attack in the attack string. So I'm just learning that with a new input, which is kind of weird because I'm very much used to things from Neo where I could just do a dodge attack. In Neo 2, I would have to do a dodge attack and then follow it up with a strong attack, and then I would do Spear Bash. That's what I'm used to. But now in Neo 3, they've made it even easier. You can just do a dodge strong and then just do an ender if you want. So they made it easier. But now the treatment that now that slot that I'm used to from Neo 2 has now been taken over by slide attacks, and slide attacks involves me clicking the left stick, which is a bit strange. Right, and the timing isn't easy and I'm still learning it. Now what's interesting is that while the slide attack into transitioning into either quick attacks and strong attacks is very natural for mid to low stance for spear, it's not the case for high stance. Like, at all. Yeah, it's as if the slide attack is just a separate entity altogether. And here's where it gets weirder. I thought, okay, so that'd be the kind of the consistent rules. Alright, maybe that's kind of like, that's the rules, so to speak. That's the pattern. So I thought, okay, maybe with Odachi I do a slide attack into either a quick attack or a strong attack. But it's not the case. There's that pause. So the slide attack, again, is an entirely separate entity. So it's like spear high stance. Now it makes me curious about the other weapons as well. Hey, what's up, Soulpool? What is the trend? It's okay with sword. I think this is gonna be one of those things where sword and spear get the premium sauce, whereas the other weapons do not. Oh, I don't have any enders here. Okay, Morning Moon, that should work. Yeah. Yep. April, that's not my name. Come on. April. Breaking my heart over here. You're right? Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the correction. Gaki Lord? You're emotionally banned. So Vernus, you're still on the fence and using the hop skill and key pulse on spear? Oh yeah. Yeah. Rainbow Ruse is interesting. So what's happening is it depends on where your weapon ends up, because you have to reset after the slide, so weapons that end the slide attack near the reset point position are faster. No, stop. Chat, YouTube, stop. Nope. Sword is just like spear. Okay. Let's get dual swords. Very easy to see it on sword, but on Odachi the weapon is way over to the left and your character has to reset it to the right. So you think it just has to do with that animation stuff, the reset? Because so far I'm noticing with sword and spear it works, but dual swords, even though it's fast, it's not the case. Whoa. You're right. What the shit? Oh my god. So with dual swords you can do a slide into a God of Wind? Whoa. Yeah, okay. This is unknown territory then for me. Yeah, it gives God of Wind so much momentum. I can see that. What the shit is going on? Whoa, so dual swords benefit so far the most from it on samurai style. That I can see. I still have to test other weapons. Okay, I should have heaven and earth on like everything. Whoa! What the shit? So wait, axe gets a lot of love too? What is happening here, man? I do not understand the... Oh, but that's gorgeous. Woo! Some fantastic gap closers. What the shit? Ooh. So does it work for a high? Let's find out. No, I don't think it works for high. It's just 1-2, right? Okay, so it doesn't work for high stance. Okay, now Switchglaive, I don't expect it to work at all. Because you get airtime. So that changes things altogether. Maybe it works with the switch stance skills? Alright, let's try those. Yeah, you can do the instant aerial attacks with Switchglaive. And not to mention, you can usually do, what's it called? Stallion Strike or whatever it is. This is very difficult. Right, so you can go wee. So, okay, these are the more complex things that I'm trying out, but holy shit, so far, this is quite impressive. Yo, that's so fast! As if Switchblade needed more complexity, right, I know. Okay, so then we've got Cestus's, I think, for last. Doesn't really matter what I pick. Oh, I don't have skills. Hey, what's up? That's so bizarre how some of these weapons work. Oh, okay. Hey, Dark. Hey, what dog? Check out all the ninja weapons slide attacks. Yeah, I'm trying to learn them. I'll try the Odachi again. As well. So far, my impression, and so far, again, this is just a first impression, is that Dual Swords gets the sweet side. It's the sweetness when it comes to slide attack stuff. Which is very surprising. I did not expect that. Now let's try what Soulpool was talking about when it comes to the Odachi thing. No, I can't do Severing Blade. Oh no, I'm not comfortable at all with the slides. That's exactly, that's why I'm practicing. That slide is way too slow. Now, I'm doing something a little bit more advanced, but if I wanted to do something simple, it'd just be stuff like this. Let's see. If I can do it. GOW referring to God of Wind in this game. Okay, so that's like super simple for a lot of the Odachi. Right, I'm trying to learn. Well, yes, I want to use the slides as fillers to close gaps and combos. Right, and I'm trying to just understand how slides work. So what I've learned is that the slide abilities are counted, I guess, for us proficiency, which is interesting. I thought it'd be a separate thing. But like a very simple and practical way to use, I think, all slide attacks in general is just if you're at a distance, if an enemy's far away and you want to quickly close the gap, you could always do a slide into a frost moon. Very effective. Something simple like that can work. Okay. You can cancel slide with guard and spam slide guard, slide guard. Oh, is that the case? Or do I want to? Yeah, but I don't want to spam the slide. Like, I'm not trying to do slide cancels. Like, sure, I can move fast, but eh. It's not about fast fingers, it's about strategy. I'm more interested in strategy, but thanks for the suggestion. Okay, with hatchets, it's nice. But only for a quick attack. Come on, do the slide. Oh my god, am I bad at it? Why am I sucking? Okay, I just suck. It's fine. Well, it's so easy with hatchets. I'm struggling with Kusarigama. Oh, I'm running. What happened? I suck. That's what happened. Nope, doesn't work with Kusarigama. Nope, not the way I want. Right, Amber. Right, I understand the utility of slides. Like, you know, going under enemies, going through enemies, going behind enemies. Slide in an isolated regard is fine. But that hasn't gotten me curious enough to use them for combos and whatnot, or attack strings and sequences. I want, you guys know me by now, I want something more that really hits the like strategic use. So seeing things like, oh, I can use slides into Frost Moons, or slides into God of Wind, or slides into getting certain attacks off with sword and spear. I'm like, yeah, I like that. Or with the axe, I'm like, wait, what the fuck? It's pretty fast. Right. That's the type of stuff that gets me curious, to be like, oh, I see, like, I can see this being used in a really interesting way, and it's just like another tool in my toolbox that I would want to use. Whereas sliding around an enemy is alright. Like, it's alright, like, it's alright for me. Other people obviously find value. Just to be clear, I'm talking about what I enjoy. Sliding for me on its own is like, yeah, cool, I can move around, it's nuts. But trying to figure out, like, slide combos, if you want to call it that, or slide sequences, is fun. I remember Kondo will do a slide attack with katana when you try to run away and heal. Yeah. Stuff like that. So for me, it's like, oh, as opposed to, say, doing Wild Surge or anything like that, I can now come in with the hatchets real quick and do some attacks. It's just a different way of engaging, so I appreciate that. Correct. I want to incorporate slides as a practical combo extension. Exactly. So I'm trying to determine what weapons do that well. Kusarigama does not do it well. Tonfa does it very well. I think Tonfa so far has been the best. Side cancel sounds like too much effort. I'm trying to look as cool as possible with least amount of effort. Yeah, now we're talking. Okay, so Kusarigama is kind of a dud. Tonfa is great. You can sequence directly into Shove or Heavenly Chain after the slide, provided you're like just a little bit. Hatchets is just unique so far to the quick attack unders I can do. Split Staff, it seems to be just be a unique thing on its own. So now I gotta try Talons, Ninja Sword, and Dual Swords. Or Dual Ninja Swords. Man, there are so many terms in this game, it kind of gets overwhelming. So is this just a normal thing? Talons, yeah, I'm not noticing anything special with Talons. Yeah. Slide attack wise, I don't notice anything for Talons. Okay. Dual Ninja Swords, on the other hand. Ooh! Ooh! So, okay, just to be clear, when I'm doing the slide attacks, I am also trying to test out the difference between me doing a slide quick and a slide strong, so that is something I'm evaluating as well. But it seems like in both cases, if I'm using a strong or a quick, I can sequence pretty quickly into quick attacks, but if I'm trying to do like whatever I have mapped to strong, it doesn't work. In fact, the game will just go immediately into Abscission for me. So I'm doing a slide strong, and it's still, and then I'll press strong again, and then it'll sequence into that. Yeah, the jump is Abscission. I was about to get really excited. No. Here, this is the slide attack. Slide attack quick. Slide attack strong. The slide attack quick and a strong is Abscission. Slide attack quick into Abscission. Strong into Abscission once again either way. So that's cool. It's very fast. So if you want to get out a, I suppose, whatever you have mapped here. I guess I'll try with Spinning Dragon. Still pretty cool. Yeah, still very useful. Okay, so dual ninja swords, pretty cool, all things considered. Now what about single ninja sword? Whoa. I can go straight into kick slash. So you just want to enter a flow state with semi-auto effort with good understanding of your tools. Sometimes simplicity gets overlooked with something more complicated but still effective. Yeah. Oh, you're fine, Amber. You did well. Thank you. Wow, it works really well. So ninja sword, okay, so alright, from what I've discovered, ninja sword in great shape. You can sequence pretty much directly into these. Directly. So if you do slide quick and a strong, then you'll get kick slash. If I do slide quick into quick, I will just get quick attacks. So, amazing. Slide strong into strong will function. So the slide strong will take place of the first strong. So if you wanted to, if you did a slide strong and then you do a quick, then you can get the quick attack under. So very useful. So ninja sword, peak, dual ninja swords, interesting. It's not consistent. But basically, no matter what you do, you'll get this quick attack under thingy. The Sarigama is a dud, from what I can tell. Tonfa seems to be solid. Hatchet seems to work just for that. So it's a little inconsistent. Some weapons work with this really well, others not so much. Well, alright, I guess. Well, let me double check stuff with, yeah. A lot of interesting things. Yeah, split staff is awkward. Alpha's a little awkward. Yeah, I think the one that feels the best overall is Ninja Sword. Straight up, Ninja Sword. Tonfas is okay. Yeah. Ninja Swords feels the best for ninja style, I think. Now the question is, how impactful is the slide stuff to me versus other choices? And that's the thing. I don't know how impactful these choices are for ninja style. I think, and the reason for that is, in my view, so far, and just from first impressions, is that ninja style does not really suffer from positioning as much as samurai style does. Samurai style is overall slower, just in terms of raw movement and positioning, because it doesn't really give a fuck about that. You deflect, you can stay in place overall, and you're fine. There's some motion-based abilities, but it's not like zooming all over the place really works too well for samurai style. It's very grounded in that sense. So it just seems like the slide could be a nice evasive maneuver to get you behind an opponent, and that might be the biggest utility of it. Can it come towards... Can it be useful for some attack sequences? I suppose. But by and large, it's like, dude, it might be better off, for me anyway, to work with something else. In your test for Katana, when you press light attack when sliding, then continue to press light attacks, you continue light attack string. Right. It's right, Ace. That works as well for spear. It also works for the axe for some reason. Right, you like the slide for chasing. Right, and so I think for ninja style as a general rule, yes, there's some special properties for ninja style attacks, and it's kind of neat. But I think just the slide attack for chasing, just on its own in a vacuum, is already sufficient. Whereas I think for samurai style, the slide attack adds a considerable amount of depth on all of the weapons, irrespective of which weapon you're using. So sure, I may not like certain weapons, so like Odachi can't really sequence anything after the slide attack, like martial art wise, except Frost Moons. At a bare minimum, with all of these weapons, you can go, with all the samurai style weapons, you can go from a slide attack into a Frost Moon, which is great. There's like no downside to that. All of them. Even the Cestus' slide attack, which might feel meh to your soul pool, you can still sequence that into a Frost Moon Heaven. Like, just right away. Odachi may not be able to do fancy things like Spear can, right? Can you do a slide into a Moonlit Snow? Let's find out. I was holding it down. I'd probably have to be very input tight. Probably would have to keep pulse. I can try to get arts proficiency to make it somehow a little better. Weird that some attacks can follow with quicker strongs. Yeah, it is interesting, isn't it? stall shift cancel that, but you may not want to. Right, Odachi Slide gets rid of that problem, which is range, yeah. And not to mention, you get a good amount of speed for it, too. I specifically picked Odachi because I find it awkward. Is it possible to avoid grabs? Let's find out. Oh. I mean, you could probably slide past. I could slide past. But I don't know if it makes you... I don't think it gives you iframes. Samurai style, okay. The samurai style definitely has this weird stiff positioning is what I call it. It's kind of hindering for the style, I think. I see what you mean, at least for me. Yeah. You can slide through legs using ninja style. That would make sense. Does your button preset separate burst break and style shift flowing? I've separated mine, yes. It's kind of hard to test on this guy because slide takes time to set up. I don't know for certainty. I'd have to test on like grab hitboxes, but my assumption for this is just gonna be that the slide won't make you immune to grabs, but you can get out of the way with them. I assume at best it'll lower your hurt box that will let you avoid some grabs. Kind of like how you can jump some grabs, not all of them, right? What I do for Odachi slide when paired with spear is slide attack. Okay, with Odachi. Then raw swap to spear for flourish, key pulse, and then flash attack with Odachi. Ooh, very nice. That's very clever. Very, very clever. Pretty advanced too. Hey, what's up? Dude, that seems like very tight timing. Okay. Ah, okay, cool, cool. Cool, yeah. That's definitely very tech savvy. Cool. It's a nice little starter, yeah. Especially if you do crashing waves after. Oh. I kid you not, raw weapon swaps are hiding some crazy tech. Today I managed to do a double EI slash with sword. Alright. Cool. Quick one right after the fully charged one. Were you in arts proficiency? I assume faster than that though, right? Okay, I found a very practical use for the slide for Odachi. So aside from what Rev is talking about, a really cool weapon swap tech thing. I think what I have is after a low stance Frost Moon, I can easily do a slide attack. That feels so natural, like so natural to me. Gonna take me some practice, no doubt, but pretty handy. Yeah, disengage and re-engage with a slide. It feels very natural. I'm just not good with it. It's hard for me to do it on key pulls though. It feels more natural for me to do after a Rainbow Ruse. What's a new tech? It's not like super new tech, it's just involving some weapon swap stuff. Like pre-shifting weapon swaps and whatnot. I don't think it'll be... Even if it could, I don't know how necessary it would be on a backslash. Because you always have spear shove to assist, and spear having range is already a good thing. But I certainly think like, oh hey, you need to re-engage. You can certainly do so after, you can re-engage after a Rainbow Ruse. Yeah, it's cool. I'm brainstorming too. I'm trying to practice it out live. Oof. Oh my gosh, there's a delay, Amber. I see it. Oh, it's so awkward. It's there. It's not as crisp as I would like it to be. Oh, it's small, but it is noticeable. But again, just to be very clear, the type of stuff that we're talking about now is like, how can we've got slides, we've got slide into Frost Moon, you know, some slides where you can attack into quick attacks and strong attacks and do fancy shit like that. Now it's like branching things where we're brainstorming. I missed a question. For Katana, is there any sense to use full string light attacks mid-stance? Honestly, like, aside from it looking cool, I'm still not certain why I would want to go with light attacks yet. I'm incentivized to use lots of strong attacks and martial arts, but light attacks, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know why. Like, I would think, like, what benefit would there to be to prolong light attacks over strong attacks? Like, I'm not sure yet. I suppose they're safer. Can I show the new tech? It's not really that new. All things considered. It's just, I wouldn't say it's super tech. It's just learning how to use slide attacks better. So stuff like, oh, low stance cross moon into a slide attack. Stuff like that. What's that dual ninja swords martial arts that has a tornado effect? You're talking about Abscission? Talking about clouds or wave slash wind? It's a disengage. Yeah. But one thing, so average new enjoyer, one thing that Rev was mentioning was using some, I guess we can call this tech, but basically it was to do an Odachi slide attack into spear flourish into Odachi flash attack. It's kind of feels like, you know, the same weapon flash attack, it's taking advantage of that. So that. So yeah, cool stuff like that. Dang, I labbed for nearly an hour and a half just to practice that, bro. Chidori into aerial garden spirit skills like Kusanagi Cinema. Yeah, I've seen a lot of fancy juggles with Chidori. Someone on Reddit did Chidori into 8-handed blade from Guhin. I need to learn slide, and then on end animation, dash strong attack for Katana. Oh, yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot to learn, a lot to practice. What's nice about the slide attacks too, now that you mentioned learning slide, is that they will allow arts proficiency to continue. The game will be like, oh, we register that. What's the point of using Flying Buck Stomp? The martial arts window for aerial attack seems very tight. It is very tight. I had that same question myself, actually. I was like, why the fuck would I use Flying Buck Stomp? Why would I even use Flying Buck in the first place? And some of it I'm still trying to figure out, admittedly. But I think with Flying Buck Stomp, the jumping backwards is a nice way to disengage. I mean, it's just to disengage altogether. And I decided to pair this. I tried pairing Flying Buck Stomp to just like disengage myself, use ninjutsu from a distance, right? And then You know, if an enemy comes to you, I suppose you could sequence some attacks afterwards. But then another use, if I just wanted to use it in isolation, was, whatchamacallit, where is it? Was to go Flying Buck Stomp, and then since I'm far away, I can sequence into Tiger Claws to like come right back. One thing I have to still remind myself when it comes to ninja style is to not evaluate the martial arts in a vacuum of just other martial arts. There is also the ninjutsu component involved, which can make a huge difference. Ninja style and samurai style are distinct entities. Martial arts and ninja style are not the even if they have the same name and the same animation across both styles. So, for example, maybe it has iframes like Swallow's Wing. Maybe it does. I don't know. So I think for the most part, I think maybe there's like, for the most part, I try to evaluate ninja style skills very differently. Ninja style martial arts very differently. I'm just gonna call them skills, bro. There's so much terminology in this game, it's crazy. But ninja style martial arts, ninja style skills, fuck it, man. Oh my god. So many names! Skill type common, transformed arts, whatever. All the names, bro, I can't handle it. I can't fucking handle it! Okay. So, let's take moves like, let's take moves... Okay, so for example, I think this will be a good one. Where is it? Leaf Glide, okay? We got Leaf Glide for Ninja Sword, and that is identical to Leaf Glide and for Samurai Sword, okay? Evade an opponent's attack by maneuvering over the opponent. Increases attack when successful. Ninja Sword. Evade an opponent's attack by maneuvering over the opponent. Increases attack when successful. It's even like down to the same input, right? Same text, same input. But in practice, even though they give the same buff, I think it's probably like 20%. Leaf gliding in samurai style it's okay. It's cool for positioning and stuff. But in ninja style, because you get a bonus to dealing damage from behind, it's a bit more impactful. It's pretty good. So that shows me there's other things to evaluate. Opportunist for cestises exists for cestises and talons. But like, bruh, cestus, like, when I think of opportunists for talons, I'm like, bro, most of the time I'd rather just move the fuck around, and maybe on rare occasion I want an opportunist. Because staying in place as ninja style is pretty risky. But for Cestus, it doesn't give a flying fuck. It's like, dude, I'll just deflect. Who cares? I can deflect, or I can go for a whopping amount of key damage as during an arts proficiency chain. Very, very different conditions. And that's just one aspect of it. Alright. You have moves, let's see, if there's any, what other moves can I think of that both have? Spinning Dragon, for example, exists for ninja style. And then we have dual swords, which also have Spinning Dragon. They're effectively identical. But in ninja style, Spinning Dragon, there's that moment where you can hover in the air, you could use ninjutsu. And then you can choose, oh, like, what do I do next? So you have a choice to make when you're at the height of the ability. Do I want to follow up with the downward slash, which you can do? Or do I want to use ninjutsu and then sequence into, like, divine flight? Or spinning drill, or whatever. You have that choice. And obviously, depending on what ninjutsu you use, you're gonna have different outcomes. Hey, you should realistically do backstab damage for ninja? It should. I'm curious. What about water sword? Great question. Water sword in samurai style has a very different effect compared to water sword from ninja style. So let's go with ninja style. Alright? So yes, you can hit a ton with this. Abso-fucking-lutely. And this could potentially allow you to do big damage. But I would argue that it's pretty risky for a ninja to stay in place. And there will sure be moments where you can pull this off. But like, think of all the hold triangle, all the hold abilities you have, like with Kusarigama's Reaper, with Pollard, with Dragon Dance on Split Staff, with whatever other abilities are similar. There is that risk. Contrast that to Water Sword with Samurai style. Just pop this on during Arts Proficiency to activate it. Bruh, you've got like, it's for fucking free. It's free as shit. You can also air dodge to stay in the air during Spinning Dragon Right. You have those choices. Dude, Water Sword on Samurai style is hilarious to me. Just like shreds through shit. I don't have to worry about ki with dual swords, not really. Ninja style I do. Yeah, Ninja Water Sword does feel kind of weird. It's good, but it's like, whoa, actually, given these whole things for Samurai style, I think I find Samurai styles to be more effective. Or, given all these things, I find Ninja style to be more effective. Different pros and cons. So looping this all the way back to the original question about Flying Buck Stomp, if I'm just evaluating it in a vacuum just as a martial art in the same way that I'm used to for Samurai style, then yeah, it's gonna feel kind of shit. But I have different choices. I have something to create a gap for me, create some distance, which is nice from time to time. I can sequence that into a whole bunch of other things. Like one thing I've done is Dragonfly Reversal. Right? Just a quick jump back in. Hey, what's up, Del? Hey, what's up, Manamana? Good to see you. But even during if I'm in the air, and let's just say an enemy's coming towards me, like, think about it. You could, for example, avoid a grab, realistically speaking. Someone's trying to grab you, Flying Buck Stomp, and let's say, like, you sequence it right so that they avoid you, and then you're in the air and you can do mid-air stuff. That's obviously art, and very difficult to pull off. But you could do that. You have that option to pelt them with air attacks, or as you're in the air, you can, you know, as you've created your distance, now you have some safe space to throw out some ninjutsu, for example. Or you can transition into other martial arts. So yeah, pretty cool. So all that to say, and hopefully those examples can provide a bit of insight on how I'm trying to understand these abilities. But hopefully I can show you that, yeah, like, evaluate samurai style stuff according to its toolkit, evaluate ninja style stuff according to its toolkit. There's a lot. Or style shift midair and do a samurai aerial attack. Exactly. Right. That's a whole other dimension of shit to consider. It's a lot. There are lots of differences to account for. I think ninja style is not evaluated from what I noticed, I don't think Ninja Style is given a lot of the credit that it's due. To be very, very upfront. Flying Buck and Impact Punch is really quick. It's great. Yes, yes, it is. So I do, so like I don't think that my vision of Ninja Style gameplay is far from casual. Far from casual. There's a lot of things I'm considering about when to be able to pull off certain moves, when to get the most damage for moves, how frequently to do it, being able to do it on demand. And a lot of that isn't apparent unless your damage is like mine, where damage has to be really earned. Like, if you have a big damage thing, and if you can have free damage and you can freely get behind enemies, then yeah, obviously it's gonna be pretty easy. Get behind an enemy while your co-op partner is distracting them. Like, I tried this, so I was like, oh, this is like kind of easy mode. It's just, I get behind an enemy, the enemy's just like, la la la, attack over there, and I'm just like, okay, I'll just like hop in the air and just spam Swirling Tides in Living Artifact form. All the enemies confused. Let me just watch the health just like get obliterated. I'm like, okay. But like, the same principle would apply with Samurai Style anyway. Where it's like, oh, okay, enemy distracted, I don't have to worry about deflecting, let me just chain up everything in Samurai Style. Non-stop Moonlit Snow Charge and all that shit. In Living Artifact Fort, like, it's just kind of comical. But yeah. Alright, so anyway, I gotta put some of this styles, the sliding stuff to the test. Shared a bit of an idea I had on Neo 3 move additions on your Big Bosses video. It's in 2 parts. Second is response to the guy answering me, but I just wanted to ask what do I think. Oh yeah, I remember you placed the comment. Let me take a look at it. I remember you put like a bunch of thoughts about it. See if I can find it. So you had said, my inner dormant game designer suddenly gave a weird idea. What if Team Ninja made a weapon skill or any other skill in Neo that is basically a parry? But you don't just need to time it right. You also need your guard to be broken. Okay, so very, very situational. Essentially, you have to use it on enemies that take a lot of ki to block against. Okay, and of course the reward would be very generous for executing such a tight move. Okay, so you have a... You need proper timing and a particular condition, okay? So, even another condition on top of the parry, okay, but you get a big reward, okay. Basically, the way you execute it is block strong at the start of the guard break. Or if you're holding block anyway, you just have to press strong attack. Okay. I think it's an interesting idea. It just depends on the reward, you know? I mean, it's basically a parry with a very strict condition for a high reward, right? I guess the question would be, what would the reward be? Because there are things that proc off of you getting out of ki. Like there's Dragon Dance 2 where you get that damage buff. I don't see the harm in it. Yeah, I mean, sure, they could have a conditional parry. Parry, or it could be like a parry that works normally. You did specify what the reward could be? Oh, then I just glossed over it. Let me get back to it then. Okay, you said the reward could be a special counter move or give a unique buff, kind of like dodge extensions along with iframes. Or counter move. Okay, then you'll get super armor or block frames depending on the weapon. Right, yeah, I mean, you gave some ideas, some examples. Okay. It's... Right, so there are different possibilities. I guess it would just depend on what the payoff would be. We do have things that take advantage of, like, negative conditions. So, we have Thunderbolt. Here, I'll bring up some visuals. So, for example, we have... Where are you? So many names, bro. Thunderbolt! Right? If you get hit during it, then it gets enhanced. Right, it's not a parry, it's not a traditional parry per se. But you get hit during it, and you get a very special animation. So that's there. So could there be like a parry equivalent? Absolutely. This one is even easier than that. This is just get hit, do more damage. If it's a human enemy, do something even more fucking special. What else? Axe in general has mystic arts, which are like, oh, here you go. If you have no ki, boost your damage a shit ton. So these are very much just like on demand for players. They're not even as restrictive as what you're talking about. So yeah, I certainly think having something restrictive could be beneficial. Shit, we even have Limitless. It's not a parry, but it's, hey, use all your ki and do a shit ton of damage. And then here you go, you got a transformed art. So by that logic, could there be a parry with a transformed art like that? Fuck yeah. Hell yeah, dude. They could take if they wanted, like, yeah, why the hell not? Could be like, oh, if you use this when you're at, or if you get no ki, or it costs ki to use this or some shit. If you're at 0 ki or whatever when you use it, or if it would have depleted your ki, then you get some special reward. Yeah, why the hell not? It could be like deft counter with a transformed art. Deft counter fire or something. Because you get guard broken. The sparks from the guard break allow you to poke and explode somebody. I don't know. Or you could have that for opportunists, right? Opportunists, like, I don't know, opportunist fire or some shit. Or it could be like, oh no, here we go. For talons, opportunist, I don't know, Pierce or some shit. Is there wind? Opportunist wind, okay? And then, I don't know. I don't know. They could totally do it. They could have it be conditional. They've already messed with some of the kind of block parry type things in this game. You got Cuckoo's Call Fire. Alright, which just turns it into an attack. It can't repel anything. And you can't it's just a fixed skill. This is just an attack. It's not a parry anymore, of sorts. So yeah, I certainly think they could do that. I think it could be cool. Who knows if they will do it for having an extra condition for a parry, but it's certainly possible. I don't think it's far-fetched. Okay, let me catch up to chat. Yeah, that was when you asked that question. Some people say ninja style is casual because you have less to worry about while ignoring the fact that ninjutsu is the ninja stand-in for stances. Yep. Kagetoki armor gives me 270-ish toughness. Feels wild to have hyper armor with ninja style. I bet it does. There's also a whole other layer To ninja combos with instant aerial attacks. What's important about aerial quick attacks is they don't bounce. Oh, I didn't know that. Another thing I haven't seen talked about that much, can you try using reverse impact right after quick attack then compare it to using it on its own? There seems to be a delay for the latter. Really? Okay, let me pop the sword. Okay, so reverse impact right after a quick attack. Yeah, aerial quicks don't bounce? That is news to me. I'm not noticing this delay you're referring to. Let me see if I fully understand what you're talking about. Can you try reverse impact right after a quick attack, then compare it to using it on its own? I don't notice any difference whatsoever. Bloodstar, you know that's not my name. Come on. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. I have trouble using Thunderbolt. Since when you get attacked by a human, you get knocked back far enough where I miss most of the time. Yeah, that's rough. Try using it against yokai, especially their wake-up attacks. I think if I remember from Nioh 2, like against a Namahage, you know, when they do that scream, it just does key damage, doesn't actually do any damage. Thunderbolt would still apply, so you can do the bonus damage. I think High Stance Frost Moon for Samurai Style is great. I use it a lot. Okay. I noticed that Axe mid-stance spinning slides results in delays in active skill activation, so I deactivated it. Fair. There's a delay when just using reverse impact, true and through, and for many other skills. Okay. Oh, Swolepool's probably right. I don't have the full roster of things unlocked, I think. So I think that plays a factor. Sorry, I didn't want to attack you. You just thought it's a nice shortcut for your name, Poover Llama. You're not sorry. You're not even remotely sorry. You're not sorry. Get that out of here. Anyway, it's good to see you too, Bloodstar. Yes, I did get the platinum a long time ago. Got it like a long time ago. Okay, let's see. Does Thunderbolt stagger yokai still? I'm not sure. Just finished up New Game Plus Hiroko and feeling this game is an unfairly bad reputation compared to Nioh 2. Thoughts on how the DLC might bring the perception up to Nioh 2? Or do you think there are bigger problems that DLC can't fix? Honestly, I don't really pay attention that much to the bad reputation that people will have of Nioh 3, because I experienced this when Nioh 2 came out as well. Nioh 2, by many other people at the time when it first released, was just derided as Nioh 1.5, Nioh 1.7. Brand, that's fine, but still feels strange. Just call me Poof, it's fine. Poover Llama, Poof, whatever, it's cool. Yeah, when Neo 2 came out, I legit remember like, oh my gosh, it's Neo 1.5, Neo 1.7. They had everything right in Neo 1. Why did they need to add the yokai abilities? Rah, 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 rah. And I kind of fell for it, to be honest. I was like, oh my gosh, the key. I don't have as much key as I used to in Neo 1. Now I can't play the way I want to. Meh. I was like that. So, yeah. So with me hearing the stuff with Neo 3, I'm like, okay, well, I guess the internet has a short-term memory about this shit. Whereas I'm like, what problems, like, what is bad about Neo 3 is the first question I ask, and then usually what I hear is like stuff I just don't even fundamentally agree with. So I'm like, whatever. I think Neo 3 overall is a dramatic upgrade compared to Neo 2, even though it's missing the full scope of content that we've come to expect from Neo 2's Complete Edition. I think the DLC will add a shit ton of things. And I think part of the reason people give a bad reputation, or Neo 3 might have a bad reputation compared to Neo 2, is just simply because people haven't given it an honest shot. So, you know, I just stopped paying attention to it. I don't give a fuck. You know, hearing shit like, oh, ninja styles for casuals, and I'm like, it's been anything but like that for me. I'm like, okay, sure, I can see how it's a little easier with like back damage and this and that. I'm like, okay, I kind of see that, but for me, like, while I understand their perspective, I'm like, yeah, but there's so much missing from this evaluation. So much. And I'm like, alright, well, you go ahead and run with your narrative. I'm gonna keep enjoying Neo 3 like I have been for the entire time. It's like, oh my god, like, I kind of find it hilarious when it's like, oh my gosh, Neo 3 is so easy compared to Neo 2. And I'm like, this was the same shit I remember hearing when Neo 2 came out. The same shit. And it's like, bro, compare base game Neo 3 to base game Neo 2. Let's just compare apples to apples right now. Alright, see you later, Swopel. Have a nice walk with your dog. But yeah, apples to apples, I'm like, dude, like, come on, like, Neo 3 base game, we go from 2 weapons to 4. 2 different styles, Frost Moon attacks, mid-air gameplay, much more complex bosses, like a whole shit ton of things to consider. There's so many more variables, and that's not even accounting for a lot of the tech that players have discovered, like crouch cancels. The only complaint you have about 3 right now is I need more content. Me too. Today I spent time trying to understand how to weave in some slide attacks, because that's one thing I just like don't use. There's another thing about there's different inputs for running attacks now. So I can do like a running into severing blade. Right, different attacks depending if you do a run quick, run strong, it's different. I'm like, oh my gosh, my brain is gonna like get fucking fried over here. It's like so it's like, oh, do I want to run in? I'm running, right? Or do I want to slide in and do a cross move? I'm just like, what the fuck? Ah! Nothing can make up for the blunder that is Serpent Sweep. Yeah, okay, maybe that's the one negative thing. But guess what? In Neo 2, I didn't use Serpent Sweep either. For the same fucking reason. In certain stances. I think I did in high stance. But I disabled that shit for the same reason I disabled it here. Neo 3's mechanics are still quite complex. Key pulse, samurai stances, ninja, 4 weapons deflect, 14 unique weapons, yeah, and guardian spirit skills and all that shit. It's a lot. It's a lot. They gotta change the input for Serpent Sweep. That'd be nice, yeah. I would like that. There's so much. Before I walk my dog for new enjoy, that delays due to a buffer, and that buffer also allows you to cancel strongs into hold attacks. Okay. I'm the sole serpent sweep enjoyer. Lynch me? Nah, man. You're already doing that yourself by using serpent sweep. I would use it, but I just wish I could change the input for it. Oh yeah, Peeping, you're right. I didn't even get into I didn't even get into the open field, the exploration, the amount of joy I had from that. I loved it. Pretty refreshing to hear, not gonna lie. I'm working on a video for Neo 3 combats and I'm just like, this is so clearly better than Neo 2. Just aerial combat and deflection adds so much depth. Yeah, I know. Right, it's a lot, but this is why, you're right, Amber. This is why Neo doesn't get boring, because there's like so much cool shit to do. Alright, now I'm gonna try to practice. The slide attacks and try to apply them in battle, which is a whole other different learning curve. So let's see if I can do it. Base game Neo 3 is more enjoyable to me than the entirety of Neo 2. It's harder than it looks. Yeah. Why did I die? And before someone says, because I took damage. Thank you, Rav. I really appreciate it. Oh, I thought that would work. No. Hitbox don't like me. hardest boss to learn? I think it might have been Kunimatsu and I think Hirako. Okay, I got more comfortable using the Odachi slide attack, which is good progress. I have to look for more obvious gaps and work on that there. Nice. Nicely done. Pretty much a perfect display of how you should play versus Envy. Yeah, go all in. Don't hesitate. Envy has been taught gratitude. Ooh, not good. Perfect time to use it. Okay, my brain was connecting more and more moments to add some slide attacks, at least for the Odachi. So that's good. That's good, at least. Soul Pool. You just missed it. You just missed it. You missed me. Just beat all three of the demons as usual. But I was using slide attacks. And there were moments where I was like, oh, I could just run to the guy. And then I was like, wait a minute, I could slide. So then I made that connection. Have I found any 170 weapons? Let me see. You just had to go for it. At least you didn't die. Of course I have to go for it. I found a 160 plus 15 apparently. I found like 165s. Let's see if I found any. You had to dodge 10,000 screaming children? That sounds like a very big challenge, dude. Okay, the highest I have found is 165 and 168. So not exactly at 170. $10,000 screaming children. That's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah, 170s are rare, but I'm sure when DLC 2 or 1 comes out, 170s will be very common. Oh, I did get a 169 vest. I wonder, do I have any 169 gloves? I think I found like a 170 once, and I probably just got rid of it. Found more Yasakanis that I just won't use. Question, should I be waiting until I hit the last region in New Game Plus before I start looking for a set to build off of? So, I'm gonna give you my honest answer, which is it's up to you. But when I say it's up to you, what I'm thinking about is whether you're having fun with what you're working off, and whether or not you feel your character's powerful enough. If you want more power now, then go ahead and start building a set. Okay. See you later. So you can start building the set now if you'd like, if you want more power, or if it'd be more fun for you. But do you need to? I mean, I didn't. I didn't. I didn't give a shit. I was like, auto-equip agility, and then whatever I have, and I go from there. That's really about it. It might be helpful to tinker with your gear a little bit, but it's not like some super urgent thing you have to do. So Soulpool it was, they were hanging around the entrance to your apartment. Wow, 10,000 children? Screaming children? That's 10,000? Where do you live? That's a lot of screaming children. Wow, I can't believe you had to deal with 10,000 screaming children at your apartment. What were they doing there? This sounds quite concerning. Hell? Oh, okay. So, is your dog like Cerberus or something? Is it a hellhound? Do you have a hellhound? Wet, muddy, loud hell. Okay. New Game Plus Horse Dude in Warring States just beat him first try. Nice! You schooled me back in New Game. Dude, that's awesome. Is it nice to like feel how much you've learned in the game? You have a very small sassy Cerberus? Got it, okay. Can the equipment at this point possibly go higher than 170? Oh, I don't think so right now. It's fun to chat. Maybe someone hacked it, I don't know. Alright, so in that Shadows of the Three Oni fight, which I did beat rather handily, it was nice for me to see, hey, a target's way too far away. Sure, I have, and with the weapons that don't have, like, those gap closer options immediately, that is, or if they're on the slower side with them, I always have the option to use a slide. Let's do a slide attack. And with the Odachi, it was very handy to be like, oh, here's a moment. Oh, I ran here. No, I if I wanted to, if I wanted something more artistic or cinematic, I could go for a slide attack. Cool. So that was fun. That was pretty cool. Cool. Let's see. I'm just curious. Is there any sort of key consumption things that would assist that I would actually like? No, I don't care. I don't care. I guess I'm running critical. That could be nice. The impetuous deflect might be like the only thing, which is use less key. I mean, that's it. That would be like, oh, I deflect. Does any... I guess this would be the thing to use. I deflect a lot and I use less key in general. It just... Does anyone know what value this goes up to? What percentage this would go up to? Tempestuous... Deflect Neo 3? Like, what's the max percentage? Imagine knowing numbers in a video game. You know... Fine, you know what I'll do? Instead, fuck it. I'll just test it. I couldn't find it easily on the internet, so therefore what will I do? I will do an approximate test. Yeah, imagine if it was 0.1% per stack. You know I'm right, they never tell us shit, I know. Oh, Swopool, speaking of which, did you see the video that I released yesterday about roundabouts, like extra follow-up? That, like, they just did not tell us. Does anyone still even use versatility? I see quite a few people use versatility, it's pretty commonly used, because, you know, damage. Just test it. I know, I have to test it. I don't want to test it. Oh, it's cool, Swapple. You don't have to watch the video. It's just like, you can see it there, but I can just show you here too. Alright, let me show you. So we're used to roundabout doing the following, right? Okay, cool, neat. But if you press triangle, you get a follow-up. Or you press strong, you get a follow-up. And then what someone alerted me to in the comments is apparently if you press quick attack again, you'll get the appropriate follow-up. I'm like, what? How does that make any sense, bro? I know. Game is janky, bro. I love it, but should just tell us. Yeah, so game's interesting. Yeah, I didn't know this either. Okay, anyway, let's do a test. Okay. Okay, 1208 to 911. Okay, so approximately 300 key. Let's start deflecting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. 10:45. So 12:08 to 10:45. What is that? Need a calculator. Okay, yeah, go stab me. It's cool. Okay, so twisting spear. Okay. Parentheses. At 11. So it's like a 45% key decrease. Okay, 40%. Man, that seems kind of impactful. I just suck, I guess. Wait, oh, it's because I didn't take damage. Okay, so that just uses all of the key. Okay, so roughly 45%. They did the same shit in Rise of the Ronin. There are certain martial skills that are more to them, but they just didn't tell us. I know. I know! Having that 45, like, deflecting is not something I do too often. It can be really nice. But, like, I don't know. It's... Nah. I'm good. Okay. Like, if I was all in on deflect, then I might consider it. But then, like, I'd probably... Like, if I really focused entirely on deflect and just was pure, like, just deflect everything, what would I get rid of? Well, one, get rid of Resolute Arts. Because I deflect everything, get rid of Recoup. Key Pulse Mastery, probably irrelevant. Key Pulse by dodging, don't give a fuck. So what are all, like, the super deflect things? Yeah, but I deflect, so who cares? Sure, make it easier. Do more damage, make them take more damage. And then reduce my key consumption, maybe move around. Them take more elemental damage? I mean, I suppose. I mean, yeah, I guess. Reduces ki consumed by martial arts by 5%. I mean, that could be handy. Dumbass information just magically disappeared somehow when explaining how a move works. I know, right? Alright, well, I guess Tempetra's deflect. Kinda cool. Okay, continuing on. Yeah, there's a Blood Edge demon, right? No, okay. But the Blood Edge Demon is available, right? Or am I... Did I just miss it? Oh, no? Where I live, it's pouring. You should go outside and come back. But then I'll be greeted to 10,000 screaming children, won't I? Visibility is on the lower side. That's the hope. Oh yes, I can always depend upon your kindness, can't I? Look, man, as long as you're doing well, I can be mean guilt-free because things are good. Sure. I'm glad I'm healthy enough to be able to handle your vitriol. Oh, come on, can I just get a revenant? Oh, I did. Okay, not here, I guess. What weapons do you think they'll add in the DLC? Hopefully I don't see any weapons and all we get is Tonfa's split step for samurai style. Well, realistically speaking, maybe they'll put an overlap for weapons. But I have no clue what they will do. I have no idea. Your mom always told you? Interesting. Oh, you followed me? Okay, you know what? Fingers crossed for nunchucks. I could say things like that, but there's a whole thing of like, well, we got split staff, which does have some of the nunchuck-like abilities in the first place. That's the thing. It's like, oh, could I put these moves on an existing weapon type? And I'm like, I think so. That's where I have the trouble. Any bloody graves? I'll just wait to see what they give us. Too much speculation can lead to disappointment. It can, yeah. Scared away all the revenants? I guess I did. They could port the Vigorian flails from the Ninja Gaiden series, I wouldn't even be mad. Wow. I mean, it's Vigorian flails. I don't exactly blame you for that assessment. Aw, you're a spirit. You're not a bloody grave. Give me one revenant. It's not the revenant. Give me one. They could give us a fan or longsword, even a gun-like weapon. Whatever it is, I truly hope it's new weapons. Oh yeah, I think having new, unique things would be cooler rather than just a rehash of some older things. Do I know the Blood Edge is in this area? No, I do not know. I just need to find a Revenant to verify whether it's in or not. If you go to a shrine, it usually will say one is around. Touché. I have to admit, it's kind of cool to just explore this area. Okay, let's find out. Okay, no blood edge demon for me today. Oh, that sucks. Oh well, I probably killed it on a previous day and it just hasn't respawned yet or something. You often find revenants at the Shimibara main gate. It's a southwestern part of the map. That's by the first mission there, right? Yeah, I'm online in the game. What? Yeah, I forgot Ground Sweeper is silly. So balanced. Well, there's a Revenant here too, might as well. Okay.
鎌倉を脅かす。誰であれ容赦はせぬ。
Damn it.
8万大菩薩に誓って次は負けはせぬ。鎌倉を脅かす。誰であれ容赦はせぬ。
Oh, what? Oh, I was blocking. Blockfest. Whoa, no damage.
力及ばずか。兵と武者どもよりよほど骨があるわ。
波間の扇をも射抜きし我が矢受けてみよ。我が弓の道も未だ途上か。八幡大菩薩に誓って次は負けはせぬ。
鎌倉を脅かす者、誰であれ容赦はせぬ。
Oh, seriously? Damn it, it's the poison that gets me. Ah, that sucks. Oakley dokie.
朝日将軍源義仲が第一章思え参るぞ。
I think I'm bored of this. I don't enjoy fighting the first two. I'd be fine with just Kagetoki. Nope, not the case. If it was just him, but first two enemies just bore me. Yeah, I'm same with this. I'd rather fight Okita Soji. Okay, what's next? I need... Against Kajiwara, like... I don't know. I need to figure out more times to use slide attacks and get comfortable.
秘伝の力しかと見極めるどうしたまだまだ打ち合おうぞさすがの技前よ
What the hell? What is happening here? Alright, I guess. Anticlimactic as always. Oh! But he refused to. I know! He didn't want. His key didn't go down, bro. Like, you have no key. I guess I got to do something else. Anyway, I'm spacing out. You want that one, Bran? Okay. You want that glorified revenant? Sure. It's cool, I understood what you were talking about anyway. Yeah, that's Mr. Glorified Revenant. Okay. I wanted to find that Maelstrom Oni B, but no luck. Or rather, I don't want to backtrack. Oh, I guess I have a chance to backtrack, so I'll take it. Okay, I got an interesting hang of the slide thing. Cool.
あやかしを呼び寄せれば別格の業務になろうって。
Goodbye, Mr. Glorified Revenant. All you could do is take hits and block. Nothing original was done beyond that. Yeah, I got a common. Matchless resentment. Well, that thing was easy peasy. Even with, yeah, even with the level sync. Anything quick? No, I don't have the most time. I might call it actually in a moment. Got a lot out of the slide attack stuff. I think what I'll have to do... I think what I'll do is eventually just redo. I can start from scratch. Honestly, I might take a break from Neo 3. Go back to Stranger of Paradise real quick. I might do that. Played Neo a lot. I think I need a little break. Yeah, I know, right? I need a little break from it. Stranger of Paradise time hype? Yeah, could be a lot of fun. I don't feel like fighting Kunimatsu. I want a reasonable gauntlet. It's just... some of these aren't really that entertaining. And the main missions mean I have to go through main missions, and I would rather do the entirety of it in a relaxed way rather than rushing to the boss, because that'll kind of kill it. I didn't get a haircut yet, dude, but thank you. I can bully your shit tonight, why not? Get wrecked. Yeah, if I get in grabs, this is probably a good time for me to stop. Bruh! Yes. I think I'm done for the day.
さすがだ竹千代殿。
No fucks given. Alright, I think that's good for today. I need to properly learn Stranger of Paradise soonish. I did not play that game in a super cool way the first time. Touche! Touche! Yeah, I might switch to that for a little bit. I never finished DLC 3. Alright, let's see. I practiced like 90 minutes for slide attacks and I got decent at them. I wish more RPG series would get the Stranger of Paradise treatments. I presume you mean just like the crazy endless content. Swolepool, I didn't do DLC 3 on the PS5. I've beaten... On PC, I've gotten to Rift Floor 300. But for PS5, I never did. Get rid of my plus 15 cestices? Yeah, I guess so. Only 500 though? Plus 15, damn son. Oh wait, let me check to see if I got any Yasakanis. Divination board. That final boss gets my blood flowing? Yeah! Final boss is so good.
まだか。茶でも立てようかの。
Nope, I didn't get shit. Okay, well. Yeah, I don't care. Get out. Yeah, sure, whatever. Nice. I've almost capped this thing out. So, once I get it to Elder, I'll switch. Question is to which one? I'm not sure. Toyotomi, I think, has been helpful. I mean, for intense health regen. Jump. It's like really not that much. Guardian Spirit skill key damage. I mean, that is pretty good. It's impactful actually, especially when I use it to burst break. That's for damage. That could be impactful. I might get this one next. Key recovery bonus. Yeah, that could be pretty solid. Yes, you max your clan rank at 60 glory. 60k glory. Damage taken while attacking. Pretty good for me. No, I don't need the Pleiades buff. Critical, no. You Watanabe Warrior Chief? Oh, are you trying to get the faster winded recovery? Is that why you picked it? I think that's why I picked it. Efficient Guardian Spirit skills, Spirit Force charge, pretty good. Oh, you wanted the life drain martial arts. Oh, so totally different from why I got it. Cool. You run Amago and Kato? Oh, cool. For melee attack key consumption, I take it. That is pretty handy too. I might get that next, actually. Because I eat up a lot of key Yeah, I eat up a lot of ki. Recovery isn't the biggest deal. It helps, but I'd rather consume less. I have this, I maxed out this one for the ki damage bonus, which was helpful, but probably more useful on ninja for me. Oh wait, Watanabe is different. Oh yeah, this was her life drain martial arts. I was confusing with Yagyu, which has faster winded recovery on it. Okay, cool.
Nushi.
Life drain martial arts, it doesn't make as big of a difference as I thought it would. Yeah. I got that clan for that reason too. It's just unfortunate. Alright. $302 yokai teardrops. Oh, okay. That's so fast. Anyway, I'm just dilly-dallying. Whew. Got a lot practiced. I applied it towards 3 demons. Of course, that helps. And you apply it to all sorts of other things as well, so that can pay off much later too. Okay, well, that's gonna be it from me today. See if there's anyone I sent you all over to. I think I'll just stop here. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching, for being here as always, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. I probably will be playing Stranger of Paradise instead of this. Just need a little break from the L3. But yeah, take care and peace.